passed. Not by much, but it's passed. But because it's just a best before and they're sealed, I'm not too worried about it. So these Wasabi Almonds are one of my favorite snacks. And I can't believe I've had them this whole time and didn't know, because I would have, they would be gone. I found them at London Drugs. In Canada, it's the only place I've ever seen them. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else. They also have a nut butter one that is so good. But at the same time, they're very expensive. I think this was like $7.99 or $8.99 Canadian. Which is a lot, I think, for, you know, a small bag of nuts, or a small bag of almonds, but anyway. Yeah, I quite enjoy these. They're just there's the right amount of spice, and also a little bit sweet. It's just, yeah, I don't know, I quite enjoy them, so, anyway. Let me grab the, scissors and we'll get going. Now it does have a resealable Ziploc at the top, so that's good. Autofocus turned off like usual, so I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see them. Oh yeah, you can see them pretty good. I can smell them already. They smell so good. Okay, let's see. Where did my bowl go? Hold on. Okay, here's my bowl. So let's pour a few out. So this is per quarter cup. I have no idea how much that is. That's more than a quarter cup, I think. Yeah. 4 grams of sugar, that's pretty good. 15 grams of carbs. Doesn't say. Oh, protein, 8 grams of protein, that's pretty good. Anyway. Imported by Olympic Distributors in Burnaby, BC. Which, if you don't know, is right next to Vancouver. Anyway. Yeah. That's enough of that. Let's get started. Let's get eating. Just put those aside. Good. That's one nice thing about wasabi that I like is that, yes, it does have a bit of heat to it, but it's only hot when you're chewing it or when you're eating it. Once you swallow it, it's gone. It's not like eating hot sauce, like hot wings or whatever, where you eat them and your mouth, your mouth is burning for the next, 20 minutes. Your nose is running and everything. I mean, I like hot wings too, but it's just different. So good. That's just a tiny bit sweet, but then they also have the wasabi flavor. first got introduced to wasabi covered nuts years ago. Somebody that I worked with brought wasabi covered peanuts, and they were so good. They were the best. And he told me that he got them from Costco in the States. But I've been and I've looked over this was like 15 years ago, mind you. But I've been and I've looked. I've never seen them anywhere. I've looked high and low. I've looked online. Although I haven't looked recently, but I've looked online over the years. I looked in stores. I looked everywhere. Could never find these these wasabi covered peanuts. They had like this. It was like a hard wasabi shell around them, and then a peanut in the middle. If they weren't shiny, they would look like a M&M almost, like a green M&M. Like they were that shape, and they had like a thick coating around them. They were so good. So over the years, I bought all kinds of different things trying to find that same flavor. You get wasabi peas and wasabi beans, like I had in my video the other day, and wasabi almonds, but I've never found wasabi peanuts again. Anyway, okay, one more, and then we're gonna get into the Sudoku. Because I could just sit here and eat this whole bowl. Okay. Let's see, where do we leave off? Oh, here we go. 33 is done. Puzzle number 34. Okay. So, almond. And then a quick explanation. So, each square of the 9 squares has to have the numbers 1 through 9, each column. And each row all have to have the numbers 1 through 9 without repeating. So we have to use the clues that we have when the numbers are already placed to figure out where the rest of the numbers go. So I see one right away. This row here needs to have a 1 because it doesn't have a 1 yet. The 1 can't be in either of those 2 spots because this square already has a 1. So the only place it can be is there. So that's a 1. Okay. Like I always say when I play Sudoku, I just sort of stream of consciousness, bounce around, and wherever my brain kind of goes, it can be all over the place, but I kind of just try and narrate what my brain is doing. So, just after this one, I see that there's these 4s here. So because of this 4 and this 4 in these 2 rows, none of these can be 4s. That means one of these has to be a 4. It can't be there because that's a 4 in that column already. So that's a 4. So now our 4s are all done in the bottom section. 1, 2, 3, 4s. 1, 2, 3. So this section needs a 4. It can't be there or there because of that 4 and that 4. It has to be one of these 2. Can't be there because that's 4. So that's a 4. So now moving up, sticking with the 4s. This column has a 4 and this column has a 4, so one of these has to be a 4. It can't be that one because that's a 4, so it's got to be one of these 2. But I don't have enough yet because looking down, these 4s make it so the 4s have to be one here, either of those spots and either of those spots. But I don't know yet, so anyway, we'll keep moving on. Now I see this row only has 1 number left, so let's figure what it is. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the only number left. And 3, there's a 3 there and a 3 there, so one of these has to be a 3. It can't be that. It can't be that because that's a 3. So that's a 3. So that can't be a 1, so the 1 has to be here. So if the 1 is here, that doesn't help me. I thought it was going to lead to something, but it doesn't. Not yet, anyway. Okay, let's see. 2. I'm just looking at this one. 1 could be in either of those. 2 could be here, or no, 2 has to be here. Because this can't be a 2 because that's a 2, and this can't be 2 because that's a 2. Which means that can't be a 1. This has to be a 1 because it's the only one left. Okay. So now we've only got 1 left in this square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. It has to be 7 because that's the only number left. Now here, this has to be a 7. Those can't be a 7 because that's a 7. And it's the only number left. Now this column only has 1 number left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the only number left. And looking across, that's 5, that's 5. This needs a 5 here. It's gotta be there. Okay. 5's here and here, which means the 5 has to be here. And that 5 blocks that one. That 5 blocks that one. That 5 blocks that one. It's gotta be here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's all the 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only one left. Moving across, those can't be 8s now. It's got to be here or here. That can't be an 8 because that's an 8. So that's an 8. Looking up, this column and this column both have 8s now. And this can't be an 8 because that's an 8. That's an 8. Okay. Oh, this column only has 1 number left. 1 and 2. It must be a 2. That's the only one left. I think I was saying in my last video, I like finding rows or columns that have 2 left in one square and 1 left in another. Just like this, or like this, where there's 2 and then 1. I find those are really good opportunities to find missing numbers. So let's look at this middle one. 1, 2. So the 2 can't be there. 2 has to be one of those. 3. 3 can't be there, so it has to be one of those. So that means the 2 and the 3 are here, which means 4, 5, 6 is the only other number left. That has to be a 6. That can't be a 6 because that's a 6, and those can't be a 6 because that's a 6. So that's a 6, which works with our 6 there. Okay. So those are 2 and a 3, but I don't know which one's which yet, but that's fine. I figured that one out, so that's good. Here's another 2-1 combo here. 1 can't be there because that's a 1. So one of these is a 1. 2, 3. 3 couldn't be any of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 9 can't be there because that's a 9, and it can't be there because that's a 9. So that's a 9. Just look at that again. 1. Okay, 1 can't be there, so it has to be there. 2 and 3 is the only number left. So that one worked out, which means that can't be a 3. So that has to be 3, and that has to be 2, like we just learned. Okay, let's look at this middle square. 1 can't be there because that's a 1, so that's a 1. 1, 2, 3 is the only number left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 6 and 9 are there. I don't know which one's which yet. Okay, let's go with this middle column. 1, 2. 2 can't be there because that's 2. So that's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the only number left. Okay. 1, 2. 2 can't be there. So it has to be there. 3 is the only number left. Okay, this row only has 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is the only number left. Okay. Looking at this column here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7, I'm not sure. But 8 and 9. 9 can't be there because that's a 9. That's a 9, which makes that a 7 by default. Which makes that a 7 because now this row and this row already have 7s. So one of those is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4, okay. Oh, this row here only needs one number left, and that's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the only number left. So that's a 4. This square needs a 4. It can't be there now, so that's a 4. And that's a 1 because it's the only number left. Which means one of those two is a 1. Can't be that one because that's a 1. So that's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the only number left, so that's a 9. 1, 2, 3. 3 can't be there, so that's a 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only number left. So this square needs an 8. Can't be there because that's an 8. So that's an 8. 1, 2 is the only number left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't be there because that's a 6. So that's a 6. 7, 8, 9 is the only number left. 1 can't be there, so it has to be there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the only number left. There we go. Another puzzle done. Okay. Let's keep going. Do another one. I'm on a roll. Okay. This square needs a 9. Can't be there because that's a 9. Those are already full. Can't be there because that's a 9. So that's a 9. We need a 1. That can't be 1 because that's a 1. So that's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only number left. 1, 2, 3. Either of those could be a 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Need a 7. Can't be there because that's a 7. So that's a 7, and that's a 3. 1, 2, 3. That has to be a 3. Obviously, that can't be a 3. 4, 5, 6. 6 goes there. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember. I think I mentioned on a video before. This just reminds me of the 3. I've always wanted to see a Sudoku game be solved where one of the squares has 1 through 9 in sequential order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've been playing Sudoku for probably 10 or more years. I've never seen that. Not that long. 5 or 8 years I've been playing. Anyway. Yeah, I've always wanted to see that. Okay, distract myself. Where are we going? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5. Has to be one of those two. 6, 7, 8 has to be. Oh, 8 is that one. Because that row and that row already have an 8. We need a 9. It could be either. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be a 5 because that's 5. So that's 5, which means that's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can be there because this row and this row have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 can't be there because that's a 6. So that's a 6, and 7 is the only one left. Okay. Now this row here, neither of these can be a 2 because the square already has a 2. So that has to be a 2. 3 could be either of those. 4, 5. 5 can't be there. So that's 5, which means that's 3. Let's see, that can't be a 1, so it's got to be one of those. I don't know yet. Let's look at this row here. 1, 2, 3. That can't be 3, so that's a 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 is the only one left. Which makes that a 9 because both these columns already have 9s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 can't be there because that's a 6, so that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only one left. I was thinking about it the other day because some people have asked and say that they enjoy no talking ASMR videos, and I've done a couple of the chip eating videos, but without talking. But I'm wondering if Sudoku or some puzzle games, if anybody be interested in that with no talking. I could put the microphone right up next to the page to really amplify the pen on paper sounds. Yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something you might be interested in. I might oh, that was loud, sorry. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. I mean, there'd be no explanation, but you can, if you know Sudoku at all, you can follow along. Even if you don't, you could figure it out. Okay, this row needs a 1. Can't be there because that has a 1. That's a 1. And 1, 2, 2 is the only one left. Okay. 1, 2 is there, so one of those has to be a 2. That one can't be a 2 because that's a 2. So that's a 2. 3 can't be there because that's a 3. So that's a 3. 4, 5. Okay, it's a 5. 1, 2, 3 could be either. 4, 5, 6 could be either. 1, 2, 3, 4. That can't be a 4 because that's a 4. So that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the only one left. Okay. 1, 2, what did I say? 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 and 6. Don't know. Okay. Let's see. 5. 5 is covered there, and 5 is covered there, and 5 is covered here and here, so that's a 5. 6. Okay, I think there's too many blank spots there. 1 has to be in one of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has to be in one of those. 2, 8, and 9. Oh, 9. 9 is covered there and covered there, so that's a 9. That can't be a 1 because that's a 1, so that's a 1, which leaves a 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3 can't be there because that's a 3, so that's a 3, which makes that a 6 because it's the only one left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the only one left. Moving across, now this 6 and this 6 wipe out these squares. That can't be a 6 because that's a 6, and that can't be a 6 because that's a 6. So that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That can't be a 7 because that's a 7. So that's a 7. 8 is the only number left. 1, 2 can't be there, and it can't be there because that's 2. So that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the only number left. 1, 2, 3 is the only number left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't be there because that's a 7. So that's a 7, and 8 is the only number left. 1, 2, 2 can't be there because that's a 2. So that's a 2. 3, 4 is the only number left. 1 can't be there because that's a 1. 1, 2, 3 is the only number left. There we go. Another one done. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna call it a night. Crunch down on a few more of these Wasabi Almonds before I head to bed. Well, that's like a, you can hardly tell, but I think that's 2 almonds that are completely encased in each other. Anyway. Until next time. Have a good night.